No fake skits, no manufactured drama, just real outdoor adventures. Today I got you in the front of the kayak, heading up into the forest to check out the beaver dam, and hopefully push past that and explore new waters. Been a while since I had this old kayak in the water. Hopefully we don't get wet and in the drink by the end of this video. If you're new here, feel free to check out my other content. All outdoor adventures. Enough wasting time. Let's get pushed off and see where we end up. Adventure awaits. Normally, I'm in my John boat, but where we're headed, the water's just a little too shallow. So our plan is to hit it kayak, and I think we're going to be a lot better off in this vessel, assuming we can get her to float. She probably hasn't been in the water for probably 5-6 years. Feels like there's an abundance of spiders. We also brought our fishing rod with us. Just a little jig. And hopefully the water's not too shallow. We can make it up into the park and fish some all new water. There are a couple spots I want to try. Along the way. So far, so good. No real leaks. Different vibe than the John boat for sure. If you're new to the channel, this is my backyard pond. It is 8 acres, 10 if it rains. Fed by a canal that runs into the state park. And that's kind of where we're headed right now. And then it's also fed by another lake. It's probably 40-50 acres, a little bit larger, but really shallow. This pond here is about 19 feet at the deepest point. We got largemouth bass, yellow perch, bluegill, bullhead catfish. Located here in the Pacific Northwest, Washington State, right along the coast. And the Pacific Ocean's probably about a mile to my left. Willapa Bay is just off to my right. And I am in a pond in the middle, little sandbar. Coming up at the shallow end of the pond. I'd like to grab my rod, largies, and take a little bit of break. Unk's pretty out of shape. Normally I'm trolling in a John boat, and this little paddling's giving my old man workout vibes a whole different angle. The rod is nothing special. We got a bubblegum jig. Whoa, if I can hold her. With a tequila worm. Give me just a second. I'll try to lean forward and pull up that chat. We're perched up just next to this tree. Pretty shallow water here. We're gonna back up just a smidgen. We'll see if we can't catch some largies. We'll see what's at this end of the pond. Eventually we'll go around the corner and make our way into the state park. I just want to do a little bit of fishing. There is a beaver dam, probably, oh, I don't know, quarter mile or so up. And we'll just slowly fish our way and work our way towards it. Normally, like I said, I'm in the John boat. I don't know if we're instantly on, if we're snagged in some weeds. I don't know what we're doing. Yeah, I think we're just in the weeds. Nice little breeze today, probably 15, 20 miles an hour, kind of pushing me around. I definitely got to get my lure set off of vegetarian and onto some fish. Hey, shout out to the 26 people up in here. Whether you're just lurking or you want to jump in the chat, feel free. We're doing some kayak fishing. Something Vilas, hey, shout out to you. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you guys want to stick around. It'll be a pretty good adventure today. We're looking for largemouth bass. We're on. Oh, he running. Oh, he feel decent. Nothing. Oh, he's a big boy. Look at that. 2-pounder, pound and a half largemouth in the kayak. Let's get it. Beautiful looking fish. Look at that bucket mouth, boys. Boom. Largemouth bass. He's a big boy, probably a pound or so. Yes, sir, Earth Cracklin. Eartha Kitlin, sorry. But this guy's hungry. Back he goes. I am in the Pacific Northwest, Washington State. I live right on the coast. And man, you know, normally I'm in my big boat. It's a different vibe being in the kayak for sure. But largemouth are doing pretty good. I'm gonna make a couple casts in this area. Eventually, we will head up into the state forest. There's a little canal that runs through here. It's currently being blocked up by this beaver dam. And I want to get up and see what's past it. I just couldn't drag my boat. Water's getting pretty shallow this time of year. And couldn't get up there with the big boat. So we're going to try to fish this area here. Couple more. That was a pretty good sized bass. You know, this ain't a trophy pond. So anything over a pound, 2 pounds is pretty good. Roosters are crowing. Wind's kicking me sideways, which I don't love. You know, we got all day to go there, and but I want to start covering some ground, to be honest with you. And I don't know whoever designed a kayak as like a mode of transportation, but I'm gonna be honest with you, this thing leaves a lot to be desired. It's weird trying to row at like nipple level. You know, in a kayak, you're kind of rowing down. This, I'm just kind of rowing up. But we're pushing around the corner. Water's supposed to be getting pretty shallow. Lots of weed, but to be honest, I'm fighting this a lot less than I would be in the big boat. I'm just hoping it's not just solid mud as soon as I get around this little corner. On a boat going nowhere, and we're paddling hard, but I like catching largies. Like catching. We're about 2 inches of water. I can feel my butt dragging. So, I mean, that's cool. What do we got? Lake find. It's just a paddle. it's not even a paddle. It's just a stick. So we're gonna leave that alone. Ooh. We're gonna do what we don't want to do. I think let's roll up our pants. You guys get to see how pasty white my legs are. Hopefully, forgive me, I'm in the Pacific Northwest. These legs, not only do they look silky smooth, but they probably haven't seen sunlight in like 5 years. But I think the plan is to, I knew it was going to be short. I don't know how muddy it's going to be in this area. But the only way to get through here is to get out and push. I was hoping I could just push myself along the bottom in the kayak, but I can't. I'm debating if I want to put my shoes back on because I don't know if I can handle the muddy texture on my toes. All right, too late. Ran for a penny, we're in for a pound. Oof. That water is, let's just say, refreshing. We got roosters. It is super shallow. I'm glad I took this boat and not the John boat. You know, we got about 100 yards of lily pads, mud, and 2 inches of shallow water. And we're just gonna push you guys through it. It widens up to a little bit of a deeper canal here shortly. But no adventure starts by just staying in your backyard, right? I know there's something awesome just around the river bend, like a Pocahontas song. Just around the river's bend. You know what's really neat? I can't feel the I can't see the bottom. Luckily for me, we don't have snakes. We don't have anything too crazy. Oh, and another, I don't know, 20, 30 yards or so, I'll be able to hop back in the boat. You know, when was the last time you were barefoot in the swamp? Got this earth connection vibe going on right now. You know, it seems like the older I get, the less I'm willing to do sketchy stuff. I think we're about deep enough to where I can float it confidently. But I think we're going to switch up from sitting on our butts to kayaking. Let me give you guys a little better view there so I'm not right on top of you. So we just pushed through that you know, You are very peculiar. We are just not quite there yet. Very precariously placed there, my Scottish friend. What's a tripod in the scope of adventure, right? We are absolutely doing this the hard way. We are dragging our big butts across about 2 inches of... Well, the problem is, it's... I feel like I'm floating. I don't think I was. Once I get my butt in the kayak, it sinks me down to where my little fin touches bottom. But I think we're doing big things now. I think we're in about 6 inches of water and 8 inches of mud and weeds. But hopefully it gets a little easier. I said hopefully, but it's not. Lie detector determined that was a lie. Ugh. Problem is, I can't push off both sides of the boat simultaneously. If I could, my life would be easier. We're paddling hard and going nowhere. So close, yet so far. There we go. Now we're doing something. I don't know what that is, but I mean, we're doing something. I mean, I can't think of a reason. We just cleared the shallows. We're back into the main canal. Let's get you guys a little higher. Not like giraffe nuts high, but just higher than where you were. Let's make a little couple casts. We'll see if there ain't something lurking in these shadows. You know, my neighbors, though they're a little far away. Oh, we're on. No, we're not on. We're on to a bunch of weeds. Sorry to gaslight you guys. Hey, I don't even think I'm going to be able to fish this spot. I think it's too weedy. I think I'm wasting my time looking for largemouth when I need to be. My whole goal is to fish where I ain't never fished. And to get that, we have to hit the beaver dam, drag the boat, or kayak in this case, over the beaver dam, and continue life. But we are a little bit on the struggle bus. Let's get moving. I know there's fish here because I can see them turning over. I just got a little ADD. I just kind of want to keep going. If I slow down and fish every hole, I'm going to be exhausted by the time I get there. Well, I'm going to be exhausted anyways. Wake up in the morning, rising to the street. You guys want to peep the forward view? Sorry it's so shaky. There is no good way to put a camera on a kayak. This is what we got. We're going to fish this little area. Oh, sorry. Tim, good morning. Shout out to you. Good afternoon, depending on where you're at. Let's make a couple casts here. We'll fish this area. Sorry about the angle. Wind's just starting to pick up, and I can't keep the kayak straight. It'll be nice when we're coming back, though. If you guys know how to get the bait set to I think if I just spin this a little, it's so weedy here that I'm just pulling weeds off the bottom. Ooh, you guys missed it. Oh, we're on. We're almost on. We just missed a bite there. He went after it, even if it was in the weeds. I just gotta back up a little bit. There's fish here, and they're hungry. And what's great about this is nobody fishes this, just me. We're not in some big populated lake. Hell, the only way to get here was to drag my little kayak 50 yards through the mud. I'd like a big fish catch, though. That last one we got on made me feel pretty good. We getting chased. Or we hitting tall grass, one of the two. Yeah, we just in the grass. Damn it, Bobby. Make a couple casts here. This reel needs a little bit of oil. Yeah, too weedy. Let's continue. Let's I appreciate that. Sometimes my fat fingers mash the buttons. So I was just talking about Canadians. We have these Canadians that come in, move into the neighborhood for a few months, make all kinds of noise, all hours of the day, reproduce, and then leave. You know, I don't know if this is like a reflection of the whole Canadian culture or just geese in general, but it's a bit of a problem. We in another little opening. So if you're new, like the canal that I'm in opens up in different sections. into like wider, I don't know, 4 or 5 acre pools. Right now we're in the canal part, which is deeper, but we're gonna try to fish this one. It looks pretty shallow. I see little fish jumping. And do I still have the mic problem? How's the, are you guys trolling me? How's the audio? Here's better, worse? Am I muffled? Let me know. I'll if my mics are causing a problem, we can always take them off. I'm just cautious because the wind noise. Thank you. You know, I am a fisherman and adventure guy first, and a YouTuber second. And I guess oiling my gear guy never. This reel is making some noise. We might switch out and do some top. You know, I got crushed on this worm earlier, but the weeds are so thick where we're at that maybe if I spin him a little faster, keep him off the bottom, we can't hook up. Oh, we're on. He feels decent. Oh, he is decent. I'll take 1 pound bass all morning long. So, you know, if you fish in like Texas or warm weather states, this isn't a giant. But here in the Pacific Northwest, in my backyard pond, that's about as good as he gets. He was about 1.5 pounds, and back he goes. You know, last time I was up this way was nothing but dinks. And it's nice to see him putting a little weight on them. We're getting hints. We won't stay in this spot too long. We're on. Ah, he spit it. Failed to hit the hook set. That's good. That means there's signs of life. I don't know if we're pulling weeds or if they're spitting it. We're out here trying to be sporting, so we're running a barbless jig. Let's continue up the creek a little bit, hit the next spot. James Miller, you're a Florida sharpshooter, huh? I guess it's the internet. You can be whatever you want. But I heard you can't hit anything past 25 yards. Just trolling you, man. If you're new to the channel, I like to make fun of you. To let you know it's how I'll remember you. James the sharpshooter from Florida that can't hit a target at 25 yards. We just in a little different area. We're gonna fish the other way. Before we were kind of fishing where we are now, and I'm gonna try to drag it back through this area. I think there might be some bigger fish. Slurry Mixer, shout out to you, man. Welcome to the chat. I guess the lighting's better this direction, huh? The background looks more, I see fish turning out in the shallows all over. About 10 o'clock, so late morning, early afternoon where I'm at. We got a pocket frog, guys. Like, you remember Rusty Shackelford from like King of the Hill? He had pocket sand. We have pocket frogs. That might be a way to go. A couple more casts here. We'll move on. We're about ready to, or we're about to the creepy cabin in the forest. If you watch the channel, you've probably seen me up here. And we're maybe, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes from the beaver dam. And last time I was up there, there was 2 of them. And I notched a big hole in it. But I am 100% sure they have repatched it up. But we'll go ahead and take a look at that, see what's going on in the world of beavers. We might actually move and sit on our butts. I am convinced that there is just no comfortable way to be in a kayak. Let's see if we can sit on our butts. You know, Unk isn't as agile as I used to be honest. Sorry, now that's shaking like crazy, but we're trying to put up our backrest. Oh, okay. Now we in like lay back mode, right? I think our jig is stuck to the front of the kayak, which, I mean, it's only a problem if I want to cast or if the kayak was inflatable. That's what always makes you nervous, right? You're fishing in an inflatable kayak and you're using like an ultra sharp jig and hook. It just doesn't seem like they would vibe well together, but here we are giving it a shot. I haven't used this kayak in probably about 4 or 5 years. But I'm happy that it did. Hitting a little wider spot of the canal. Gonna kick her sideways, make a couple casts, see if I can't hook up. Been getting nice fish today. I'd like to continue that vibe if I can. I'll tell you what though, it is weird fishing at like chin level. You know what I'm saying? It's not normal to be holding my rod here and trying to reel. But that's the joys of the kayak experience, I guess. Oh, we're on. He feels decent. Man, we are pulling. He's running right at me. Dragging him through some weeds. He had a little football, but he ain't as big as the ones we were getting. I'm gonna go ahead and call that guy a dink. He's not even a quarter pound. But he was fun to catch. Go get your big brother. I will, thanks for playing, buddy. We'll catch you on the next one. Fish release. Ta-da. We'll make a couple more casts here. That ain't the size I'm looking for. And that's definitely the smallest one I've got thus far. Hey, they can't all be big, but they're all fun to catch. That guy might be a little bigger next time. Alright, we're gonna keep it moving. We got things to do. Hitting that next spot. Yo, Earth, that is going to be my my next video. To be honest, it's gonna be my long form. I'm gonna do it overnight. I'm just gonna hang out here and sleep on this kayak. And if you think about it, it's just like an inflatable mattress, right? It's long. It's designed for 2 people. I could totally lay down completely flat and I mean, a pillow and a blanket underneath some stars in the middle of nowhere. Like, keep an eye out on the channel. That video is coming soon. The only thing, I don't sleep alone. I sleep with my little dog. And, well, she's down to sleep in a tent. And she's down to be on the kayak. I don't know if she'd be down to sleep on the kayak overnight. You know what I'm saying? She's a good girl. She's a little cowardly. But with that being said, I think it's going to be worth a try. I think I want to row up here. Here's the thing, every time I go camping, I just explain things like, I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta have a 10 by 20 inflatable tent with a freaking solar setup, a queen size bed, Starlink internet, and a pool boy named Alejandro. And I don't think I do, man. I think I just do too much. I think what I really need is just like a... Yeah, I think I just want to spend, just an overnight or something. If I can get the weather to cooperate, I'd like it to be about 70 degrees during the day with a low of, 60 ideally, but that never happens where I live, so I mean, I guess just a day where it ain't raining. We're gonna fish this little hole. We're almost to the beaver dam. We're just weeding. That's what we're doing. We're not fishing. We are for sure just weeding the bottom. Ugh. You know what I think would make overnight in a kayak better? I don't know. I probably shouldn't say this on YouTube, but sorry, you're a little far away. I can't see your screen name. Hey, welcome to the channel. Today we're doing a little kayak fishing here in the Pacific Northwest. We're about into the state forest now in Washington coast. Caught a couple largemouth already. Our next stop's the beaver dam, and then into the forest where I haven't been in probably 4 or 5 years, and I don't think anybody else has been up there either. Let's continue the trip. This spot's a little played out. We'll get up to the beaver dam, see what kind of damage they've done. Hey Eric, good to see you. Today we are kayaking, man, just into the state park. Coming up on a beaver dam. You can see they put a big old they're working all over through here. Damn beavers are everywhere. Yeah. this is gonna be a little tricky because I wish I would have torn the fins off of the kayak, because right now we are stuck. Hella stuck nonetheless. Alright, so it's tricky. 4 feet of water here, 4 feet of water. Thank you. It is beautiful. I am lucky to live where I do. But there is a sandbar right here that you guys can't see that is making me high centered. We're gonna hop out of the yak. We are standing on a little beaver dam, and we're trying to get through it. They're building these dams from the ground up, and it goes from super shallow where I'm standing to about 4 to 5 feet of water where you guys currently are. And they zigzagged it. So there's one right in front of you again, one right here. Just big sandbars, making my life difficult. Yeah, I don't... All right, so we're gonna push, surf, try not to lose our paddle, hang on. Fuck my life. There's no guarantee anybody's gonna survive this trip. All right, so we're back on a little sandbar here. This is tough times, guys. You're currently high centered on something. I don't know what it is. Oh man, the way they dug these. Sorry, we're doing patty cake here. There's 3 dams. One, the one I'm standing on, and the one that we just went over the top. And the problem is, they're all deep. In between them, there's probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 feet of water. So I'm kind of just using y'all as a bridge. Sketchy. That's all right, though. Gets your heart going, you know? I mean, if I wasn't doing this, what else would I be doing? Watching Oprah? Is Oprah even on? I'm gonna be honest, no cap, I love Oprah. Like, that girl used to give away cars and shit. Thanks, cuz. Oh, another one. Man, this is just becoming a real problem here. You know, not even a week ago, I could get my boat through here. And now we're struggling to even get a little kayak. If it wasn't against the law, I'd come up here and remove these beavers. I have complained to my state about it, but it seems like they're in no hurry to do it. And to be honest, I don't know how they'd even get up here. Let alone, and these are just the baby beaver dams. We're not even to the main one yet. And we are struggling like crazy. Sorry, we got to go wide. Trying to float through some shallow water. Oh, we might be able to just, there we go. Oof. All right, back to the action. We had a short paddle to the main dam itself. And man, that thing has gotten another 3 foot tall. There must be like a colony working on this. But I'll show you guys. And we'll go over the top of it, you know? We'll try to push on past, go where no man has gone before. You know, I notched a hole in this thing last time I was here. I just couldn't get through it with the John boat because John boat's heavy. So they didn't, it doesn't look like they patched my hole. I'll show you guys. Maybe. So that's the dam itself. You can see where we notched it. Kind of right where I'm trying to take this kayak. So I think I'm going to kick it sideways. They did repair it a little bit. It's not quite the open channel. But I need to get out of the yak and I need to drag you guys out with me. I don't think I want to be barefoot for this. Maybe. Just looking for a dry spot to get out of the kayak. That might be on that bank. I might want to get out onto the dam itself. I haven't decided yet. I'm sorry, trying to work through a mental playbook. It's hard because I don't have the flexibility. Normally in the John boat, I can crawl to the front of the John boat and get out that way. And we still might try to do that. That might be the best route possible. I think that is what we're gonna do. You guys are just gonna have to hang on a second, if you don't mind. So that is the beaver dam. The plan is to stand on said beaver dam and pull you guys across. Hopefully this goes according to plan. I don't know what you guys keep getting caught on. So sketchy. Heave. Heave. So you guys are kind of right in the middle of the beaver dam at the moment. All right. Success. You're over the top. The problem is there's another beaver dam in probably 50 yards. And then it looks like it might be free up into the forest. I'm gonna leave you guys there for about 2 seconds. Enjoy the view of the dam. I want to scope something out. I'd like to take this time to talk about today's sponsor, and that is hose water. Whether your parents told you to go play outside, you're trying to avoid a spouse, hose water. It's been keeping wild children hydrated since the 80s and maybe before. I mean, while we're here, we might as well make a couple casts. We're currently in between two big beaver dams, the one I'm currently standing on. And there's another one, and then it looks like it heads into the forest. We ain't gonna spend much time fishing this, mainly because I don't know how fish could be here, to be honest, unless they got trapped in between these two dams. Ooh. You guys are starting to drift away. Don't get any crazy ideas. Alright, we're gonna hang this up. I'm really anxious to get up around this corner. It goes up into the park. I haven't been that way in years. I don't think anybody has, to be honest. So we wanna wish we would have used some bug spray, but we didn't. We here now. Let's see if we can get into the yak without flipping over. Alright, I think we're doing something. Sorry about the shake. This is exciting. I'll flip you guys around, show you where we're at and what we're doing. Hey, Huck Hooks monsters! Bonnie, I'm glad to hear there's other people who are about that life as well. You know, last time I was up here, all these little trees, I'll spin you around, show you. Those little, I think they're, I want to say they're alder or trees. They weren't here. This canal runs for a few miles this way. Problem is, these damn beavers. I think we're gonna have to see if we can't head to the bank. Looks like there's a little bit of a game trail here. We're gonna go over the top of this. I just need to get to shallower water so I can hop out and pull you guys over the top. Good to hear you, Huck. Hopefully I see you around the channel, man. All right, let's hop out. Let's drag you guys up over the top. I mean, while we're here, we're checking the mud. And you can clearly see some beaver tracks. Lots of deer as well. Don't see anything larger than a small deer, though. We do get a lot of elk, bear. But they're not dumb enough to use this dam. Ugh. Also, some trash panda prints. You're like, what's a trash panda? A raccoon. Just kidding. Everybody knows what trash pandas are. Here I am saying it like it's some big top secret thing, but let's be honest. We all know what trash pandas are. The more I go this way, the worse it starts smelling. And I don't know if that's a mix between skunk cabbage. I don't know how stagnant this water is, to be honest. Normally, this is fed by a larger lake. This is exciting. This is all new water to me. I haven't been here in at least 5 or 6 years. So it's not brand new. It's like a old familiar friend. But we're getting deep into the woods now. Sorry if I lose cell phone signal. This is supposed to connect to... I gotta fish this area. Sorry. We're on the other side of the dam. Nobody's ever fished here other than me. And the last time I fished here was about 5 years ago. So we're gonna kick back into layback mode. We're gonna make a couple casts. I mean, there could be monsters in here, right? Ain't nobody's ever fished up here before me, you know? So if we're being wild, let's be wild. Let's see if we can't catch us a wild fish. With that being said, I don't see anything turning up though, you know? You think I would we're gonna jig it. I don't know how deep we are right here. Maybe... Oh, we're shallow. I thought we'd be a lot deeper, especially with that dam. But we are maybe 2 feet of water. I don't see anything turning over. We'll continue. Couple casts, and then we'll continue up. You know, Earth, if we're talking things you'd probably see behind me, maybe a Bigfoot. Sure, it sounds like a mythology. You know what? I've come to the realization that me talking about Bigfoot, or people talking about Bigfoot to me, is probably the equivalent of people talking to the Loch Ness Monster about you, right? Alright, we ain't getting no action here. Let's flip you guys around. Let's show you, like, Daniel, Bigfoot is your hairy brother. That's hilarious. Let's continue onward. You know what? Like I said, I haven't been this way in a really long time. I am curious to see what is just around that river bend, right? Like a Pocahontas song. And it looks like we're just coming up to the end, but this thing will zigzag for a long ways. You'll see. Wake up and, you know, it'll be nice going the other way. We won't be so into the wind. Looks like man, now we gotta work twice as hard. We come around that bend and we're definitely into the wind. Looks like there's another goddamn beaver dam in the forms right here, or maybe a down tree. I don't know. If I gotta get out, yeah, it's another beaver dam starting to form. If I can get through here without having to get out of my kayak, I will be pretty grateful. And we can. Our fishing pole, of course, is snagged up. All right, back. All right. Oof. We are struggling, boys and girls. Oh, we are getting our butts kicked. To be honest with you, we a little gassed. Every 10 feet, the beavers got it dammed up. And there is not much I can do. I am dragging my butt across the top of these dams. But like I said, every 5 or 6 feet, I'm just getting stuck, getting high centered. It is tough. It is just absolutely tough. You can see the damage these things are doing. Check this out. This is a tree that they're working on. I mean, that is a massive tree that they're just trying to take out. You know, everybody wants earth crackling, kittling. If you're still watching, bro, come get your beavers. These things are out of control, girl. I don't know. I hate admitting defeat. We are up in New Forest. I keep telling myself I just keep pushing through. But I can't get through here. I'm bottoming out on sticks. Seems like there's a beaver dam every 15 yards. Man, I am just whooped. Man, it's you know, I just made it this far, but I think I'm going about this the the wrong way. I don't think there's a right way. Well, if nothing else, I set a new PB. I think I'm gonna throw this fish. I'm gonna fish this area a little bit. Think I'm gonna eat my little power bar. Oh man, this is what internal struggle looks like. I already put in the effort to make it this far. The only thing that's really putting me off is like the fact that there's a beaver dam every 10 feet. Let me get a little food up in me, rehydrate, regroup, and see if I can't do something. Anybody want to climb to the front of my kayak and free up that jig? No? No takers? Yeah, me either. Sure, you've been through the desert on a horse with no name, but have you been in a kayak in a swamp with no name? Drifting. Hey, Slurry. Oh, sorry. Shouting out people in the chat that ain't even here. Ugh. We're gonna try. We're gonna try to push on. We got that chocolate protein bar. Whole time I was wishing it was string cheese. What are we counting beaver dams? Because I think that was like the 5th or 6th one. 5th, 8th? I don't know, man. For being a little creek, there sure is a lot of goddamn beavers. You think it's the same one? Like, it's just like, what would be a good beaver name? You know, you think you want to go stereotypical, right? Like Bill, because like you're just, it's got to be the B names, right? And I keep thinking to myself, if I keep rowing up here, eventually according to Google Maps, I'm going to end up in another lake. And maybe a few miles, but eventually we'll end up there. To be honest, I have no idea where I'm at. Only been able to be up here one other time. And to give you guys an idea of how remote we are, let's figure out something. Let's try to call a Bigfoot. Everybody knows Bigfoot calls are simple. Bigfoots love Skippy peanut butter. Not the chunky kind, because that's just weird. Statistics actually show if you eat chunky peanut butter, you're a serial killer. You're more likely to wake up and murder your grandmother if you prefer chunky peanut butter. Look, I don't make these rules, people. I just know what the statistics say. So let's yell something, just because we can. You know, I mean, here we are, nobody around. I mean, if you had the chance to just scream at the world, and what would you scream? And the only thing I can think about is peanut butter, right? So we'll give a good shout out, because we're in the middle of nowhere. See if we can attract some big feet. Peanut butter! We listening? Nothing. Nobody, bro. No responses. No Sasquatches. You know, at this point, it kind of makes you wonder why you're wearing pants altogether. You're like, man, I am out here in the middle of nowhere. Sorry, I should have given a little warning about that yell, but we are continuing. Yeah, a faint jelly would be hilarious. I think I would pee a little bit, right? Like, what else do you do? We just having fun, man. It's I wouldn't say it's a bad day. No, it's a great day, man. Just, you know, a little cloudy out, so it's not too hot. We're not sure where we're going. Well, it's all right. We got all day to get there. We're looking for signs of life. I can't, oh man, I mean, beaver marks everywhere, every few feet. I'll show you guys what we're working with in a non-creepy way. This is what keeps happening. It looks like you're at the end, and then all of a sudden, we're just doing like giant, like, S-turns, right? You're like, oh, that's the end, 10 feet that way. But it doesn't end. It's like that Pocahontas song, just around the river bend. Oh, pretty cool woodpecker there. You know what's eerie is how quiet it is. It shouldn't be, there should be birds chirping or frogs or deer running around. It shouldn't be this quiet, but it is just me and the paddle on the water. There's an angry bird. Yeah, sorry. I got these really small hands. They're actually like toddler size. I know they look big, but they're just tiny, teeny little hands. Sorry, that was my orange guy impression. But now when I go to flip the camera around, it always mutes it. I appreciate you calling me out. I'm gonna flip the camera. I want to fish this spot. And do I think there's any fish here? No. So when I say I want to fish the spot, it just means I gotta eventually paddle back, and I want to be able to feel my arms. So hell, just like that, our jig is stuck in purgatory. I'm gonna turn you guys around so you're not staring at my armpit. Mr. Shackelford. Oh man, shout out to you, buddy. Hope you're having a good one. Enjoying your Sunday. We are in a kayak because we couldn't get the John boat through our past the beaver dam. And you've been to the beaver dam 100 times. This is past the beaver dam, man. We are about a good mile and a half into the state park. We caught two pretty good largemouth earlier. I mean, I'm not gonna write home about them. Mainly because I don't know. What do you do when you're old and like your parents die? And like, what is writing home? Does that mean like writing to my wife? Like, how do you can't write home once you're like a certain age, right? You get too old to write home. And who writes anyways? Like, what kind of writing? Are we talking like cursive? Yeah, Rusty, it's almost new to me too. Last time I was up here was probably about 5 years ago. And I've only been up here one other time before. And you're like, Unc, that connects to your back pond. Why don't you get up there all the time? And my response to that is kayaking is hard. In the winter, I'll come up because I can get, well, not with these, not in the last few years because of the beaver dam. And if we don't get the, okay, we're good. Let's continue. Onward and upward. I wanted to, we'll go ahead and drag that behind us. And if you're wondering, Rusty, there was about 8 more beaver dams between where I was and where I'm at now. It's actually surprisingly deep here, probably 5-6 feet. But there are, I mean, signs of beaver everywhere. Every 20-30 yards, I am finding some beavers. I'm trying to troll, and I think that's a terrible idea. There are so many sticks. Oh, man. Feel like I'm in a ditch. I'll flip you guys around, let you see the view, kind of what we're working with. On a boat. Wow, that's I don't know. I don't know what we got going on here. It looks like it used to run through there. That's how I used to get into the other lake. There's a little passage there. It's all overgrown 5 years ago. But that little stream is what feeds my pond. And I think I'm gonna call this end of line. Yet another beaver dam, probably beaver dam number 10. Yeah, I just can't get through there. That's kind of discouraging. It's not, it's more like a down tree. I think we should, I don't know. I hate to come all this way and then quit, right? Well, I don't know. I don't know what's on the, I don't know where I'm at, and I don't know what's on the other side. If I could get my kayak through here, I'd be able to go further up. But I don't even know what further up is. I don't know if it goes another 20 feet, another 100 yards, or what the case may be. It looks like there's a game trail. I don't know. Y'all thinking about supper already? Crazy. I think this is, all right. Here I am. Being a bitch. Can't be doing that. We're gonna hop out the bank. We're gonna hit a game trail. Ooh. We're gonna try not to pop a hole in our inflatable. We don't have an anchor. Oh, we'll drag it up. That's what we'll do. I guess we'll put our shoes back on. Let's leg one. I mean, we got as far as we could get with this kayak. And we are pretty far, to be honest with you. There's a game trail just off to my right. If the brush isn't too thick, I say we can continue onward. Continue. Wow, you guys are way close, and it just really shows off my old man stubble. That's all right. I'm 42 now. I can accept it. Oh boy, getting out of a kayak in the swamp while trying to live stream is interesting, but we succeeded. Remember how I said there was a game trail here? I'm a liar. All right. We're gonna make sure we don't lose that kayak. Oh, we're for sure gonna fall in the mud. Up the bank we go. All right. I think the kayak's secure for now. That's the making of the beaver dam. We're kind of up on land. Adventure, man. We are in the middle of absolute nowhere. I mean, we gotta give it the sound check. Give something a good yell. Peanut butter! Nice little echo. Birds responded back. Let's take a look. I want to see how far I can make it and what I can see. If this canal a little game trail off to my right. This is the canal itself. And it just keeps running. It looks almost like there was a road here at one time. All these, if you know what kind of tree that is, you can shout it out. But these weren't here. These are new. Like I said, it almost looks like there's a road that runs through here at one time. According to Google Maps, there is a lake. There should be a lake up here called, I don't want to give you guys the name, oh, I don't care, called Skating Lake. I live on Lower Skating Lake. I refer to it as my backyard pond, but pretty buggy. Lots of bugs. Fun fact, tansy. If you own cattle, you're from places that have cattle, you know what tansy is. Used to get paid a nickel for every tansy plant I would pull. I don't know where we're going. I know we're just following this creek, and it's still right next to me. And, you know, part of my brain says, oh, there's something at the end of this. And there's got to be something. I just don't know what it is. It's going to be super awkward. I didn't tie my kayak to anything. I just kind of left it. Oh, we got something in our shoe. Oh, that's hilarious. You guys want to see what's in my shoe? I'll show you. What is it? What is in my shoe? Is it a frog? It is. It is a topwater frog. Earth crackling, a little bit of a cheerleader. You know, I fucking needed that, so thank you. Maybe we could work out a outdoor cheer together, but something's been here. Something big's been through here. This isn't your average game trail. Something big has been through here. My guess would be either elk or bear. Something's in the brush. Yeah, sorry about that. Something was in the brush there. I'm looking for tracks, looking for signs of wildlife. You know, I've spent a lot of time out in the woods, so this ain't nothing new to me. But when you hear a branch snap in the distance, you're always kind of curious. More. I'll flip you guys around. This is that canal. It's just still running through. There's the more signs of beaver. Something knocked this tree down. See the claw marks on it? That is this is a big tree. So something big came through here. He's not chewed on like a beaver chewed out the base. These marks are indicative of something a lot bigger. I mean, those are clear claw marks. My guess would be a black bear. We get quite a bit of black bear up through here. This is kind of gross. Who's ready for gross? This is scat. This is I don't know. I want to say that could be a bear scat, maybe a raccoon. Hard to say. The coloring's a little weird. Super sandy soil, and the problem with sand is it's hard to get a footprint. You know, if you're tracking animals, but something's been through here. Whether it's deer, elk. It looks like there's a break in the trees. It's kind of opening up a little bit. Really, really sandy. I'm not seeing anything though. I'm not seeing deer. I'm not seeing bear prints. But like I said, I wouldn't expect to because of the sandiness. We're just pacing that creek. I mean, you think you would see tracks, but this is the terrain we're working with. It's it's just sand. You know, you can put your hand there, and tracks are real hard to track things in sand, is what I'm trying to say. I think we can keep continuing on until we can't continue on no more. We did kind of lose our trail. Our legs are gonna be all scratched up because we didn't roll our pants down, and sticker bushes are our friend. If I get lost out here, I need you guys to go to my house and delete my browsing history. Go ahead and enjoy it first, right? Go ahead and enjoy it first, but then delete it. These are kind of cool. I don't know what they are, but I'll show you, because nature is beautiful, right? All these little flowers, look at them. Millions of flowers, flowers in the wild. I don't know what they are. They feel pretty dry. They're cool. Never to be enjoyed again. Who knows? Maybe they're like the cure for cancer or the cause of cancer, and I just like rub my whole little hand against it. I'll bet you a nickel we are gonna pop out in somebody's backyard. I just got that feeling. Ooh. Well, you know what? At least we got some snacks, right? Bloop. Kids, if you don't know what you're eating in the forest, make your brother or sister eat it first. That's my advice. Anytime you're trying new berries, always test them out on older or younger siblings. And if they don't die within like 20, 30 minutes, you should be all right. I guess if you don't know, I might as well tell you guys. These are delicious. I don't know if they have these where everybody is, but they're blackberries. They ain't nothing crazy to write home about, but like, if you grew up where I grew up, these are like a staple, right? Like every kid in the summer ate these. These are blackberries. And they are delicious. Every time that flavor hits, it takes me back to a 50-acre farm and being 10 years old. That is what that tastes like to me, right? We all have this weird nostalgia. And that's where I grew up. I grew up on a 50-acre farm with my grandparents. And that is what eating blackberries tastes like to me. Oh boy. Ah, get off me, bitch. Sorry, we out here picking fights with the So man, this little swamp thing is like dead as hell. I'll show you. This is what feeds my backyard pond. There should be a big ass lake. Like if you look at Google Maps, we are standing in a lake. If like, I know y'all can't see it, but if I were to pull up Google Maps right now, I would be standing in a lake that supposedly feeds my lake, but this lake doesn't exist. It's lying. Google Maps is a fucking liar. Oh, okay. Well, that's a problem to me. Same thing. Huge beaver dam. Check this out. I think this is like beaver dam number 10, 15, who knows? I guess what idiot didn't bring his fishing pole though. That's why I wasn't getting any bites, but all right. So that way is the kayak. Yeah, Tom, no, brother, we're in the middle of absolute nowhere. State park, my house, probably 2-3 miles that way. This canal is how we got here. It got too shallow. We were blocked up by a beaver dam. So we bushwhacked a little bit. We're currently on a really old beaver dam because, I mean, there's trees growing on this damn thing. And this is the swamp here. There's another creek that flows that way, allegedly, into a larger lake. There should be a larger lake. All of this right here where I'm pointing, bloop, bloop, should be a big lake. Maybe it was at one time and it just got overgrown. I know it was pretty shallow, but I think the lake that fed my lake is not doing it. 100% not doing it. I mean, we're standing on a beaver. I kind of want to see where this goes. I hear big old bullfrogs. That's kind of neat. I want to, I've never been here, so this is all new to me. Like I said, I don't know how far this goes. I think we're coming up on the end of it. I know it was state park, and then it ends up in somebody's backyard. Somebody mows this. There's another beaver dam and a Pepsi can. So we gonna whisper a little bit because is it trespassing if you don't see a sign? More beaver dams, but we're on, I'll show you. It's definitely mowed. There's a little creek there to our right. I have never been here. I have no idea who owns this or even where the hell we're going. I hope if they use a shotgun, it's rock salt. Rock salt. If you've ever been shot with a shotgun full of rock salt, you had a good childhood. Yeah, this is all mowed. I mean, somebody's got to own this. Big old forest off to our right. Looks like we're coming up on a road. I think this is end of trail, to be honest with you. All right. So this is the little creek that feeds my house. As you can see, it's pretty dry. Sorry, I'm not trying to do ASMR. We're definitely in somebody's backyard. Wind's kicking up. I don't know if anybody lives in that, but the grass is mowed, so I don't want to creep up on it too hard. Maybe I do. There's a house. All right, a little bit of a bout face, but I don't feel like showing up in somebody's backyard, and that's exactly what I did. But I don't know if they got like dogs or how friendly they are. So now we're gonna try to. That's what I was thinking, Bonnie. Like, there's got to be, like I said, if you're looking at like Google Maps, there should have been a big old lake, and we should have been right in the middle of it. And that lake should run into my lake through that little canal that we were just doing. This, if you're looking, should run to the golf course. I can't imagine, unless we seriously snake back that way by a mile or two, that we're anywhere near the golf course. But, you know, it's what Google Maps says and what actually happens while you're here. Completely different things. But, so since we're counting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different beaver dams in this little maybe 100-yard stretch. So it's no wonder why my pond levels are so low. There's nothing getting through there. Now, my pond isn't stagnant because it's, well, not only fed by this, it's fed by groundwater and natural springs. But I think we got to roll down our jeans. We are tearing up our, oh man, our legs are on fire. And that was because, well, we're idiots. Why else would it be? I'll roll your legs back down. I needed them up because when I was in the kayak, I could hop out and do some pulling of the kayak. But now that I'm on land, I need them down. Further than that. You know, the tall blackberries stick up not too bad, right? You can just kind of see them. Grab them by the leaf. Move them out of the way. But, oh man, check out this smorgasbord. Just natural berries. I didn't think this was going to turn into a foraging stream. But, tasty little snack. You can really taste the cholera, right? From not eating. Sorry, looking down a creek there to my right, and we'll see. Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. Well, I don't know what these are, but Earth Crackling, if you're still around, check this out. Earth Kitlin, sorry. Yo, you want me to get you one? You're a bug lady. Who knows? Are they bugs? They're for sure caterpillars. Yeah. I'll put one in my pocket. Eartha Kitlin, if you're still around. I know you're the bug lady. It absolutely crashed. Sorry about that. Cell phone service in the forest, not so great. Eating delicious berries in the forest is great. We're gonna keep walking. We're gonna hope we can find our kayak. Because, like I said, I have no idea where I'm at. But you know what? I low-key love it. When was the last time you got lost? And I say I'm lost, but like, to be truly lost, you would have to have no sense of direction, right? Like, I know which way north is, right? I know which way I came from. I just couldn't tell you where I'm at, you know? Oh, I guess I could. I could be like, yep, take a kayak, a couple miles, cross 4 beaver dams, and hike for, I don't know, a mile on a game trail. What kind of directions are those? The best directions, right? It's the small blackberries that kill you. The big ones you can see, but there's mountain blackberries, and they don't get real tall. They're the best, though. If you're going to make a pie, here's some wisdom for you. Mountain blackberries are significantly better for making pies than your like average blackberries. But with about 4 pounds of sugar, anything tastes good, right? Except for currants. You know that song, like eating your currants and whey? Like, currants are the worst berry you've ever had. I mean, they're just terrible. All around, terrible berries. Good night, munchies. We're just out exploring, bro. Eartha, I thought you'd get a dig out of that. Sorry about the delay or lag or whatever the case may be. I don't know where we at. I don't know what you guys are seeing. And I mean that in more one way, not just the chat. But I figured you'd be all about some cool bugs. And I wish I knew what those were, but I don't. I'm really not trying to overshoot where I put my kayak, but yeah, big old bear droppings. Bleep, bleep. Does a bear poop in the woods? Yes. Do they really use Charmin though? Are those double ply toilet paper commercials misleading? I'll let you know if I find a wrapper. Not like a wrapper as in like Eminem, but a rapper as in like, I'm keeping an eye on the water. I'm thinking I should come back to the kayak at any given moment. But I don't see it. I think I came through here. I don't know. We're at that point where you're like, where's my kayak, bro? Should be coming up. Everything just looks pretty familiar. That's the problem. If anything, I know I'm headed the right direction. I think we can see it. It's a big old 11-foot kayak. I think if I lost it, I would absolutely found it. James Gentry, hey, how you doing? Cuz, good to see you, man. You've been hanging out for a while. I appreciate that. You know, we all need to... There it is. I don't see the kayak, and the wind picked up, which makes me a little nervous. We might have to go for a ride. Let's see. We're coming up to... There she is. There she is. Home sweet home. Kayak in the middle of nowhere. How the hell do we get down there? No, no, no. On a boat going nowhere. All right. Sorry, y'all gonna be in a little awkward stance for a second. But y'all are back in the yak. You think I can jump? I think we can. Not only do I think we can, I think we did. Ugh. How's the audio? Good? Woof. Sorry, I ain't trying to make adult themed noises into that mic. But it's getting hot out here. I only brought my little coat, but man, I'll tell you what, it feels good to be back in the yak. Well, that was a first for me. Glad you guys could be here with it. We'll start making my way back home. Pace is slow. Through the forest we go. Onk's got the sickest flow. I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret. Every middle-aged white guy wants to be a rapper. Or at least have a night or two with the rap guy's girlfriend, right? Oh, we making good time. Our ankles are on absolute fire, though. We got sore up on that run. But anytime you can doing a little bushwhacking, you guys want to not stare at my ugly mug? Sorry about that. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I'm back. I'm not kidding when I say I'm remote. This may attach to my backyard pond, but we are in the middle of nowhere. I'm working on half a bar of LTE light. Sorry for that stream interruption. Hopefully everybody's here. We out here. We on an adventure. We're working our way back. Man, we were catching some big fish earlier, so I'd like to head my way back that way. We got about 2 miles to the house, plus a little bit of beaver dams we're gonna have to cross. I'd say we do some fishing along the way, but I don't honestly see a whole lot of point in fishing this particular stretch. We're gonna cook though. Let's put some work in. We got sure. Whole way here, wind's blowing like hell. Fighting it. Second I turn around and go the other way, wind dies out, right? If it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have no luck at all. But with that being said, I feel lucky to be here, be outside doing something I love on a beautiful sunny afternoon. It's a great day and I'm being alive. No, the sun's still shining when I close my eyes. There's some hard times in the neighborhood. Why can't every day be just this good? Little attempt at a beaver dam. We'll just hit it fast enough. Man. Anybody got a dredging machine? Appreciate you, Eartha. Kara, something like that. Fish are friends, not food. Depends on the fish, man. I got a lot of fish friends. If you know me, I'm a nerd. I got like a 75-gallon aquarium, and I got a tank full of cichlids. Some South American, some Africans. All of them are awesome. Stroke. Oh, come on. Just let me through. You know, I am just not convinced. I know you're like, wow, it looks so peaceful. That dude's just kayaking through the middle of the forest. You know what would make this a lot more peaceful? One, if I didn't have to run over a beaver dam every 30 seconds. And two, if I was on a jet ski, right? Something like it just blasts through here at like 60 miles an hour. Clothing optional. Alright, beaver dam, that was a little one. But man, here's the thing, if you keep letting these beaver dams go unchecked, you just, they're just gonna get worse. And like, I'm a huge believer in like, not snitching. And I guess if you just let, who's in the right? I mean, like, the beavers were probably here first, right? There were probably beavers here in like, forever. So they're just kind of like trying to like, live their little life, right? Make a little home, maybe start a nice little pond. But the problem is, they're in my way, right? Or am I just in their way? Like who's in this? Who's in the right in this situation? Is it the beavers? The beavers should have natural immunity to change ecosystems and stop the flow of water where there's. Do you think beavers have a god complex? Like, think about how powerful water is, right? Like this little creek I'm flowing through. These bastards put a dam across it, altered the flow of the water, separated it from. They got me all high centered. Like, I'm just wondering if beavers are closer to man than we think, right? They have, like, man's desires to, like, alter his environment and build houses and get out of the elements. Well, what the hell are these beavers doing? They're out here changing the environment, creating whole different ecosystems. Like, there was no pond here before. All right, I think it's been decided right now. Beavers enjoy playing God. Little jerks. Speaking of which, we're getting close. We're getting back to where we're only going to have to struggle a little bit. We're going to hop out of the beaver. We're going to hop out. So in the next 100 yards or so, we're going to hop out. we're gonna hop out because we're at one little beaver dam. This one actually, this is the little one, and then in about another 50 yards, there's a big one, and then there's probably 4 or 5 little ones. I might be able to push off over those ones, but gotta hop out, pull you guys across, get in, paddle for about 50 yards, hop out, repeat the process. But the good news is there's maybe a quarter mile of hell, and then we'll get into some good fishing. Hopefully catch another largie or two. Been pulling out 1 dink and 2 big ones, so we'll see. Let's see if old man can hop out of this. We'll flip you around, let you look at what we got going on. Nothing says sketchy like trying to stand up in an inflatable kayak. But hey, we here for it. Up and over. Tell you what though, it's a lot easier in the kayak than the John boat. If you know how to push a 300-pound, 12-foot aluminum Starcraft, and I'm not saying I haven't done it, I'm just saying this is a little easier. Man, I haven't seen it from this side, but you can see all the water striders. But that's my main arch enemy. And you can see how big that damn dam got. I did put a notch in it, which is going to make our lives a little easier. The reason why I'm not fishing here is because there's too many bugs. If there's this many bugs, there's not any fish. Ramming speed? You guys think I can split that little gap? I'll give you a hint, I can't. They breached it, or they filled it back in. But we can get off. We can pull you through that little notch. We just can't quite fit through it. It's getting hot in here. So no. Come on. The only thing I'm missing is a pole, right? Who doesn't want to do like a lap dance on a beaver dam? Me, I'm trying to keep the channel family friendly. Not to mention it's cold out here. Not that that has anything to do with it. I'm just a little fella in general. But I got a good personality. Let's see what we got. We back. Pink pony. Yeah. I'ma keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. No, man, I'm not shy at all. We got a Pink Pony Club story. Nothing to do with the club, just with the nudity in general, I guess. I was in the Navy once upon a time. We all slept on the ship. Bottom bunk, middle bunk, top bunk, 3 deep. And the two guys above me got like a PlayStation, which was new at the time. One of those little portable screens. And they'd hang out right by my bunk and play PlayStation all night long, being loud as hell. So I took the curtains off and I started sleeping butt naked. And after that, nobody hung out by my bunk anymore. It was completely changed the game plan dynamic. Oh, shallow water. Come on. Oh, yay. We are going over some little tiny, yeah, that's, I really wish I didn't have the fin on this at the moment, because if I didn't have the fin, I'm just dragging my fin on the sand. But we made that relatively easy, so that's all right. We're doing good now. I mean, why is that? This is where it gets tricky, because just, I don't know, baby Jesus hates me. Push. Okay. If we can just, yeah, we're in. I don't want to get out. Oh, sorry, raging a little. Weight distribution. Oh, we made it. If we can, only 200 feet of struggle bus to go. The problem is I can't push straight. There we go. One spot down. Hang in there, boys. We about 100 yards till freedom. Ooh, now is my chance to make a great Mel Gibson impression. I know how much the Scottish culture enjoys it when people ask what's under their kilt and make Braveheart references. Freedom! I think we fish. I have no idea what time it is. No idea how long we've been going. I just know this looks like a good spot to catch some largies. Pink Pony. Now that damn song's stuck in my head, damn you. Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. I think we almost got as much water in the kayak as we do outside the kayak. But that's all right. I can't remember. I don't think we picked one up in the spot, but 2 weeks ago we were up here throwing topwater, and we caught our PB. He was probably about 2 pounds. And I'm gonna be honest, if you're gonna hang out around the channel, you're gonna learn some things. As soon as I catch a fish, like immediately as it's happening, I turn into a liar. I can't help it. The fish always weighs half a pound more than it should. And it's not because I'm intentional. It's just because I'm excited, right? But if we lose this jig, we don't have anything to replace it with. Come on when I need this. We ain't just got like money for new jigs. That thing costs $1.29. I'd have to work the corner for days to come up with that kind of cash. I see it. I see it doesn't mean I can get to it. Ta-da! It rewarded me for rescuing it by stabbing me in the finger. Well, but a finger stab tastes like A positive. Blood type references. If y'all keeping notes in your stalker portfolio, write that down. Unk's blood type is A positive. Learn something new every day. Damn, what this? Oh, we are jinxed as hell. All right, I don't want to be cranking on that too hard because let's be honest, Eartha, I am not asking anybody on the internet what's under their kilt just because I don't want to know. You know, I mean, I'm afraid of what I might find out. Oh, can we just? Oh, we snagged deep. Yep. Bad news. We broke off. Let's see. Let's see what we got in our pocket. I bet it's a frog. I bet it's a frog. All right. So I'm gonna let you in on a little personal note. This is my absolute least fucking favorite lure, right? Everybody hypes the ever-loving crap out of this. It was super on trend for a while, and I'm cursed. When it comes to what I'm about to tie on, I am absolutely cursed. I have never caught a fish on one of these, and I don't think I ever will. I spent all last summer going live trying to catch a fish on this. Old twerking action. Yeah. Show this how to get low and low and low and low and low and low. But this, my friends, is a topwater frog. I'm gonna tie it on. I'm gonna throw it around. I'm not gonna catch anything because I'm cursed. I'm telling you, this is the most cursed freaking lure in existence. Topwater popper all day long. You know, buzz bait, sure. But in the world of bass, I have been trying to catch on a topwater frog for the last 5 years. And I've only been bass fishing for 4. So, I mean, you do the math. And you're like, oh, that's a cheap one, right? It's got It doesn't have the dangly legs. You have to get the dangly legs. I'll tell you what, I've tried dangly legs, I've tried yellow frogs, I've tried green frogs, I've tried combat frogs, I've tried pocket frogs, I've tried frogs that I've marinated in garlic sauce. I sometimes make frog noises underwater while throwing these topwater frogs, and I still can't catch a freaking fish. I'm not, I am just not convinced that these topwater frogs are the way to go. We all move to a little different area though. We don't want to get out of this part. We ain't never had no luck here. We lost our favorite jig head. That's $1.25. We're gonna have to go work off at the truck stop later on. I'm not too happy about it. What if we kind of... Oh man, he's spinning sideways. That's what we doing. You know, sometimes my stupidity is... You guys see the creepy cabin? Creepy cabin in the woods. That must be misunderstood. On a train going north. This seems not like the best. It seems, yeah, all right. There's fish turning over. You know, if I'm ever gonna get the skunk off of this particular lure, it's gonna be while reclining in a kayak while floating sideways and reeling at face level. Nothing about that is what I like to do. There is zero back support on this damn inflatable kayak. We're doing something. I don't know what, but we're doing something. Not really the right time of day for this top water. And I'm just not, I don't, I have zero confidence in it, which kind of is degrading. If you don't have confidence in your lure, because you know damn well that you're cursed, it's hard to make yourself want to throw it. Let's continue, but we gotta get a little more up on our little change of position, man. That thing is just so saggy that it sucks. There we go. Wake up in the morning, rising to the streets. Light me up with a cigarette, no strap shoes on my feet. Got to find a reason things went wrong. Got to find a reason why my money is all gone. But I got a dimension, I can still get high. I can play the guitar like a motherfucking right. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow. Life's too short, so love the one you got, 'cause you might get run over or you might shot. I never had no snack, just getting it off my chest. I never had to battle with my bulletproof vest. So I don't cry when my dog runs away. I don't get angry at the bills I got to pay. Don't get angry when my mom smokes pot. It's the bottle and goes right for the rock. Fucking fighting, it's all the same. Never knew a better way to stay sane. Life's a loving, life's a living, coming back to me. What y'all know about that, huh? Out here singing 90s alternative in the forest. A little bit of Sublime. But it seems to fit the vibe we got. I mean, if you... Uh-oh. That didn't sound good. Oh, okay, it was just the thing. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. We want to shift our weight a little bit. Eventually, we want to have to hop back out the yak, drag this thing through a couple hundred yards of lily pads. It's probably what we should do now, but we're being lazy, so we're just gonna muscle. We can get that upper workout. What muscle do you think that's working? Trying to get in shape for that summer bod. Should be there by I don't know, 2050 is when I'll probably have my summer bod. And that's only on the advancements in cyborg technology, right? Rooster's crowing. I'll tell you what, this is a little, sorry, we'll